Hey guys, what is going on? I'm here from GTTClan. Welcome to some awesome tutorials on how to make custom zombie maps. Finally, I decided to release these. It's been a while since I actually got a recommendation to do this. The reason why I didn't do it is because I was busy with other things, especially work and school. So I couldn't really get to this, and I was making other videos in the meantime that were a little bit more important than this. So anyways, it's here now, guys. So I'm going to show you guys how to make custom zombie maps my way, and how I do things, because a lot of people do it differently, and I noticed a lot of people do things in, to me, complicated orders. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it in my order, from start to finish. So this is a very complicated tutorial for me to do, guys. So if I do make mistakes along the way, and I correct them during the video, just keep in mind that these tutorials are pretty complicated for me. I'm not the best zombie map maker, so it's not going to be very easy for me to do. But anyways, let's get started right into it. I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to do this and the fastest way, while trying to still explain to you guys everything that needs to be done and everything that is included into making a zombie map. So let's begin right now. I'm going to tell you guys right now one thing. All this is a Windows 7 tutorial. Not only that, everything that you guys will need will be in the description below, titled, so you guys know what you guys are downloading. So let's begin. First thing you guys will want to do is download the mod tools for making maps. Now, it sounds easy, but it depends on where you download everything. You may have to download it separately, or you can download it all together. Now, triple-mgames.com, which is TMG for short, and TMG made a lot of good maps like Standoff, Skyland, I believe it is. So they made a lot of good maps, so you can trust the site, definitely. And the link I'll provide for you guys gives you the whole mod tools package. Now, the only thing that I gotta warn you guys about is that if you have bandwidth issues, like if your bandwidth can't be more than 500 megabytes a month, or else you're gonna have to pay extra for it. Well, I mean, guys, if you want to make maps, you're gonna have to pay extra for it. I mean, I can't really say anything else. The total size of a mod tools package is 1.3 gigs. Now that's a lot, but I mean, I don't know. To me, it's not a lot because I've got unlimited bandwidth, but to you guys, it may be a lot. So anyways, I'm gonna get right into it. Anyways, I said anyways twice, 3 times now. But once you guys get to this site, go ahead and click download. Now it's gonna take you to I believe it's gonna say it's not available. Yeah, you don't have permission for this. So all you guys are gonna have to do is go to the very top here and click create account. Guys, it's gonna be really quick. Just create a TMG account, and if you have to verify, then verify it, then you should be good. And TMG has a lot of great stuff in the future for you to download as well, so you can just stay with this site, and then later on you can use UGX. But right now, TMG, just download the mod tools, and once you download the mod tools, you can wait for that to download. I don't know how long it's going to take, but in the link below, or in the description below, there's going to be one more download link, or a couple more download links for other things. Now, this download link is going to be for Mr. Hankey's script placer. Now, you guys are going to need this. The script placer, all it really does is creates you a base file for a map. It gives you everything you need for that map. It's going to be laid out as a tutorial or whatever, so I'll explain to you guys right when I open up the program, but for now, just download those two files, and then let's just move on. So once it's downloaded, it's going to pop up it's going to look something like this. It's going to say, COD World War Mod Tools Complete version 1.1.4, no, sorry, version 1, and then dash version 1.4, something like that, I don't know. So anyways, what you guys are going to need to do, now I'm going to tell you guys how to do this the easiest way, because you guys don't want to complicate things. You can keep this in a WinRAR, archived file. You can keep it as an archive file, but what I recommend you guys do is make a new folder on your desktop, name it COD World War Tools or whatever you'd like to name it. Open it up, drag in the archive file you just downloaded, which is the mod tools, and then right click it and click extract here. Now this makes everything easier on you, only because now there's 2 copies of the mod tools. Yes, it takes up more space on your computer, but now there's 2 copies, so it kind of it gives you a better backup, I guess you can say. Yeah, I guess that's a better way to word it. Because let's say you keep it as as an archive, right, you're gonna have to extract it every time you mess up your files in World at War. And then every time extracting it, it's gonna take a long time. Then you gotta, replace it with all the other modules, and that's gonna take a longer time. So I'm gonna try to save you guys time by just extracting it all now and keeping it somewhere safe. So go ahead and extract it, guys, and keep this folder safe somewhere. So in this case, I'm gonna show you guys what the folder is gonna look like once you extract it, because I already have it. So once you guys extract it, here's my version of the. Oh, sorry, not this one. My version of the folder is, where is it? I just put it back here somewhere. It's supposed to be this, but it's not. This is incomplete. Did I just delete that? I better have not deleted that. See what I mean, guys? I'm gonna be making mistakes along the way, so bear with me here. Where the hell did I place it? Okay, I didn't delete it. This is not it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna open up the archived version here and show you guys what it looks like, just so you guys can be sure. Let it open up all the files, or read all the files. Alright, so go away. Once you guys extracted, this is everything that should be inside your folder. So you're gonna have AI type, bin, D files, detail underscore maps, devrog, docs, which is documents, map underscore source, very important folders, model underscore export, mods, raw, sound underscore assets, source underscore data, xanime underscore export, zone underscore source, end user license, mp underscore tool, and sp underscore tool. Now I have to name it all just in case you guys are missing something, and you guys can probably go back and listen to all that. So anyways, guys, this is exactly what you should have in your folder once you extracted it. Now what you guys are going to have to do next with all of these folders and files, okay, so I guess, yeah, okay, so all you guys will have to do now is highlight everything you just extracted, and now drag it into your World at War directory. Now I made a bunch of tutorials on how to find this, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to tell you guys the simplest way to do it, and then just go off from there. So go ahead and find your Call of Duty World at War application. Obviously it's right here for me in the top right corner, as you can see where my mouse is. I'm just going to right click that and click open file location. Now that should take me straight to my directory right here, which I was already at, which I do apologize for. But anyways, once you guys open this, you're not going to have as much stuff as I do in here. The only reason I'm showing you guys everything that I already have in here is because it saves time and I don't have to extract all the files again. So anyways, you guys should have only like COD World at War in here. You guys should have like mods and zone. I think that's the only things you guys have in your directory, and maybe like the COD World at War application, private clients, or whatever you have. I don't know. I run a private client, but that's all you guys should have. Now, what you guys will have to do next is drag everything you extracted, all the folders and files in the mod tools folder, drag those all into your directory. So just do this. Boom. Now what these should do is copy and paste every. Now I'm going to cancel that because it's extracting a whole bunch of crap I already have. But it's going to extract it into your directory. Just let it do its thing, guys. It's going to take at least an hour or two. It's going to take a long time, trust me, because you're extracting a bunch of gigabyte, 1.3 gigs or more into your directory, which is just massive. And sometimes it's going to ask you guys to replace something. Just click yes. Don't worry, it won't damage anything. I swear to you guys. Everything will be fine. You can still play custom zombie maps. You can still play whatever you want. This does not damage your World at War directory or your game in any way. So you guys can just install this. It's not going to hurt you. Okay. Now, let's say you installed it already, right? Because we got to move on. So now that it's installed, what you're going to have also is Mr. Hankey's script placer. Now this is easy to install. It's not, well, you don't really install anything. Now I got to find it first. Okay, so it's gonna come up with a RAR file. Obviously, everything is in RAR format, so it will give you a RAR file. All you have to do is, once again, either create a folder and extract it, or just extract it on your desktop. But I really recommend making a folder for this one, guys, because this is not going into your directory, so you have to place this into a folder. So once you guys extract it into a folder, you're gonna get another folder inside your folder called Script Placer Sexy Version v1.1.01. So all you guys have to do is open that up, and then once you guys open that up, as you can see, you're going to have a bunch of, well, you're going to have 2 folders and 1 program. I have 3 other things in here because I made backups for Meats Map, which didn't work out well. I don't know why. You know, I'm just going to keep that in there for now, but I don't know why it's still in there. But All you guys will have to do now is run the script placer. So we are kind of going out of order in this category, or on this episode, but just trust me guys, like I said, I do this all in my own order. So what you guys are going to have to do with the sexy version of the script placer is, first of all, your game, if your directory is somewhere else that, well, if it's, okay, hold on. If you download the game off Steam, no big deal, it should be fine. But if you downloaded it and you placed it somewhere else, make sure it's in your operating system. So your operating system is right here. Make sure your directory is inside your operating system. Otherwise, the script placer will not generate any maps for you and it will not find anything. So what you guys will want to do after you open up your script placer is right beside map name. I know you can't see it once again, and that's the worst background to have at the moment for this tutorial. So gotta change that twice. But once it pops up, it's gonna say map name. Now, beside the map name, all you guys are going to have to enter is Nazi_zombie_. Now, after that, guys, you can name your map whatever you want. But here's the catch. It cannot be more than 8 letters. So it can't be, you know, it cannot be, like, that crazy. Just keep it short, nice and simple and short. Just HHH or, you know, AA or, you know, in this case, Meatwagon22's map, for me, it's called Boris. I call it that because that's his dog's name, and I can remember, you know, whose map I'm editing or whose map I'm going to edit next. But anyways, so go ahead and just generate a random map. For this tutorial, I'm just going to generate one called test. YouTube. I'm just going to generate one called YouTube. Now, it's going to, under that, it's going to say prototype or rise. Now, a prototype map will not have any perks. Will not have any perks, no pack-a-punch, no. It won't have pretty much anything. So prototype is just a Nocturne and Totem type map. Now Rise is a Dur-Rise type map with Pack-a-Punch and you know, power switch and perks. So definitely hit Rise if you want to have a Dur-Rise type map. But if you don't, then hit prototype. Now under that it should say already mapped and overwrite files. You don't have to tick any of those, especially if you're just creating your first map. So just click generate and that should generate it for you, and it should pop up with generate successful. Click OK, and now just exit that little program. Simple as that, guys. That's how you create your first map, I guess. Now if you go into your directory, this map is now stored into your mods folder. So if you take a look right here, there it is, guys, Nazi_zombie_YouTube. That's already created for me, and it has all the folders I need to create a map. Now, there is a bigger catch to this. Alright, now it's time to finally get into the whole map editor type thing. So, what you guys are going to have to do is go to your directory, go to bin, and scroll all the way down until you see launcher. Always run launcher, guys. Never run any other program in here but launcher. You can, you know, COD Radiant, like never run COD Radiant on its own. Always run launcher. Otherwise, it may do some stupid crap. So go ahead and, you know, it's gonna ask you for your user account control. Click yes. You know, you gotta run it. You have to run it as administrator, or else it's gonna be all bugged. Now, I do apologize for this crap. I don't know what this is. I believe I need to change my. Geez, I think I have to change something. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, so I kind of messed up my whole new, you know, theme. It kind of ruined everything, so I'm just going to show you guys the basic layout of it. But anyways, once you guys open up launcher, it should look something like this. Now, the only thing you guys won't have here is all these maps. But you guys, what you guys will have is the map you created, so Nazi Zombie, and, you know, find your map. Now, once you guys find your map, just click it, and I'm just going to explain to you guys what the launcher is, what everything on the launcher is, just before we get started. You know, just in case you guys start clicking things and you think you did something wrong, I'm just going to explain to you guys what everything is. So, on the left hand side where it says applications, now these are your main editing applications. The main important ones you're going to use every single time you edit a map is Radiant. Now Radiant, which we're going to open up next episode, Radiant, all it is it's the place where you create your map. It's how you create your map, it's where you create your map. Everything in Radiant is what your map is, pretty much. So it's kind of complicated, but let's just say everything you do in Radiant affects your map, because that's the way you make a map. Radiant makes your map, pretty much. That's where you make a map. Okay, anyways, that's complicated. Effects editor. Now you don't have to worry about this too much, but this kind of gives you, not only can you look and view other effects that are already installed in your game, but you can view custom effects that you download off websites like UGX editor, or sorry, UGX mods, and you know, wherever zombie modding you, wherever you download your mods. But that's where you can check out your effects. Asset manager. This is important for custom textures, custom music, sounds, anything else. Asset manager is something we're going to be using a couple times in our tutorials. I'll tell you guys how to, you know, view all that later. Or sorry, do all that later. But asset viewer. Now this allows you to view custom models, X models, you know, zombie skins, gun models, whatever it is. That's where you can view all of that in asset viewer. And some other random stuff, I think textures as well, I'm not sure. Now converter, I actually never used myself, so I don't know what that is. But no, don't worry about it, guys. You don't need to use that, I believe, so just block that out. Clear console is when you start up a console. It's pretty basic. I'm just going to show you guys right now. So you know, when I start up a console and I stop the by the way, stop console process is right here. So you just click that and it should stop the process for the console if it works. Yeah, but anyways, what it does is it stops whatever is happening. Like you guys right now, you're noticing that it's like, I don't know, it's like extracting or whatever. I don't know what it's doing right now. It's just loading things. But stop console process, it allows you to stop all of that, so you guys can, you know, do your other things. If you forgot to tick something, you can stop the console and then start ticking things. So anyways, that's kind of complicated even for the simplest thing. As you can see, it stopped the console. So now clear console just clears everything that's in the box. Pretty simple. Alright, compile level up here where my mouse is. Now compile level, this is where all you do, this is where you do all your compiling for your maps. Compiling is very important. Always remember that, guys. Compiling is super important for maps. So I had to drink water because my throat was dry as hell. Okay. So next, so compiling maps, every time you edit your map in Radiant, you always have to compile it, otherwise you cannot play your map or it's not going to save the last changes you made. Okay, so other things around here, I'll explain to you guys right after you select your Nazi Zombie map. So mine's Nazi Zombie tutorial, as you guys can, or sorry, YouTube right here, as you guys can see. Now, what you guys are going to have to do now is go ahead and click Compile BSP on your map, compile lights, connect paths, compile reflections, and build fast files. I think that's all you need. Yeah, so that's all you need. Make sure all of those are ticked, all 5. Now, beside that, you're going to see something that says mod specific map. Go ahead and tick it so it's checked. Now, it's going to have a pull down, so just pull that thing down and find your Nazi Zombie map name. So in this case, mine is Nazi Zombie YouTube. Go ahead and all you have to do now is compile your level. Now for me, it's probably going to take ages to compile, but I'll show you guys how the compiling process goes. So as you guys can see right now, there's no errors or anything like that. I may get some because my directory is messed up, I'm not going to lie to you guys. So I don't know if it's going to give me errors or not, but it shouldn't. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys the whole process of what it's going to show you guys. So it's going to come up with a black screen first of all. It's going to say Call of Duty World War and the black screen and the cinematic subtitles. So all you have to do now is just wait. Then it's going to come up with a second screen. Same thing, but this time it's going to come up with a bunch of flickering colors. Which shouldn't cause any seizures because it's pretty slow. But I don't know. You guys can minimize it, I think, or you know, drag it down. You can drag the full screen down if you didn't. I know you can. I lied. I thought you can. I mean, I don't know. But as you guys can see, you can probably block it out with some other window, which didn't work for me. Yeah, you guys can just, I don't know. Yeah, you can't move the screen. So as you can see, it's going to start flickering colors, mostly blue and orange, but that should be pretty quick, and then it should come up with not this crap. This is literally something that I didn't want to come up with. Now, these errors are not, these are major errors, but they're not going to happen to you unless you have a lot of things running on your computer. Now, the only thing I don't understand is why I get the error, because, I mean, let's face it, I have nothing running on my computer except for Camtasia and this. So, I don't know. But I'm going to show you guys how to fix this while I'm at it. Why not? So, if you guys do get errors like unrecoverable error, exe error, hunk, blah blah blah, fail 256. Easy way to fix this is press Control Alt Delete. It's gonna come up with your task manager. Simple thing to do is go to processes, processes, and close anything that you do not have or you do not need running. Now currently I do not have anything in here, so if you don't find anything that you don't need in here, go ahead and click Show Processes from All Users. This gives you a wider range of everything that is running, and then you can choose more things to delete. So Apple Mobile, I don't even have an Apple, so I don't know why I have that. It should. What is this? As you can see, I'm trying to find things to delete here or to stop running. Skype, don't need that right now. Actually, don't even know what this stuff is for Skype, so I don't even know why I'm ending it. But I ended those. Yeah, there's a. Well, I need the rest of the stuff, so I don't know. Seaport. Yeah, so this is very complicated. But yeah, I mean, I have nothing really extreme running right now, so I don't really need to do anything. But yeah, once you guys compile your level, I'm going to show you guys the rest of the whole launcher. So, Mod Builder, this is pretty self-explanatory, but obviously it's a little complicated as it looks, so I'm just going to explain to you guys what this is. So if you guys go down where it's under mods, it's going to say, for you guys, I don't know what it's going to say. I think it's going to say Humor Mod 2 or Humor Mod, I don't know, MP_Humor Mod, or it's going to say Nazi Zombie Tutorial. But all you guys are going to have to do is click it, scroll down, find your map name again, Nazi Zombie map name, and it should pop up with all of this, exactly all of this. So, from here guys, all you guys are going to have to do is, first of all, check buildmod.ff fast file right under your map name, and click build IWD file. Okay, now, you don't have to click the other ones. I'll show you guys what the other ones do in another tutorial. Like build sounds, that's for custom sounds only, so you don't have to click that to have sound in your game. Do not worry about it. But yeah, so continuing on, IWD file list. Now this part's important because if you don't check any of these, your map is pretty much blank. You're not going to have guns, you're not going to have perks, anything. So make sure that all of this stuff is checked. An easy way to check them, a lot of people I see on YouTube do it like this. They do it one by one. Don't do that. It's going to take you a long ass time. So just click right beside weapons. Just click the little box and it should take them all at once. Same with the other ones. You know, mod arena and then mod.csv. Make sure you take everything for your starting map and click build mod after that. So once it builds mod, building mod is always faster than compiling. Compiling patch is a little faster than compiling or building your mod. And compiling a patch, guys, is important, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that next. But this is the order I do it in, as you can see. Because I always think that compiling the patch is always the last thing you should do, because that's what changes, that's what allows all your files to change your game, pretty much. I guess if that makes any sense. But building your mod should give you, every time you compile your map, so every time you turn on your computer, open up Launcher and compile a map, always expect it to be extremely slow, guys. In this case, I did not build my mod today, so it's going to take a long time to build a mod. I did compile today, which took a, as you can see, it was faster than it should be if you guys compiled the map already. So that's what happens when you already compile after you turn on. But anyways, yeah, building mod for me is going to take a long ass time, so I don't know. I'm probably going to cut this part out. Alright guys, so I actually have to pause my recording, but once it's all done building mod, it should say everything is okay at the very bottom with all the other compressed weapons and all that. So pretty simple stuff, and now we're going to go back to compile level at the very top. We're going to go on Nazi Zombie Nazi Zombie map name patch. Yours is going to be, Nazi Zombie whatever. Mine's YouTube _ patch. So make sure _ patch is right at the end of your Not a Zombie map name. Now, for this patch, all you're gonna have to tick is compile BSP and build fast files. BSP, by the way, stands for build specific something. I don't even know what it stands for. Sorry, I just had it in my head, but forgot what it stands for now. But anyways, what's next? Oh yeah, compile your level. Okay, just compile your level, compile your patch again, and compiling patch once again should take you a second. This error, you see this error, guys? Ignore this. You don't have to worry about that. No big deal at all. So just ignore it. So once you guys are compiled, you've done compiling. You're done compiling your patch. You built your mod. Now you can run your game. So at the very top, you can click Run Game, and then from here, you have a bunch of settings. Like if you want to enable Dev Map, which loads the map in developer mode, you can use console commands like God Mode and No Clip. You guys can definitely activate that. Make sure you select your map name, and then that should be good. Make sure you select your mod that you're trying to run, and then click Run Game. Now, I can't run the game like this. It doesn't let me, so I'm not going to bother trying. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Your map should be playable now. Obviously, you may not have anything in your map. Actually, because you downloaded this script place, you're gonna have the you're gonna have the tutorial map, and I'll show you guys what the tutorial map looks like in Radiant, because Radiant is what allows you to see the map without playing it. Now it's gonna take another age, so I'm gonna have to pause recording. Alright guys, so Radiant is opened, so I'm gonna show you guys what the map looks like that you guys are gonna get. I'm not going to explain to you guys anything about Radiant just yet because it's not the tutorial for it, so I'm just going to do my thing and then show you guys the map. So this is all you guys are going to get. So once you guys spawn in your game, if you guys do test it, which guys, always test your map first, especially when you first installed the mod tools, always test it. This is what you guys should get, which is pretty basic stuff, really. You're going to spawn in a box with one zombie spawner, or a couple risers, and that's it, and dogs. So you guys can just play around there. You're probably going to have only one gun, but hey, whatever, it's just a test map. So yeah, thanks guys for watching this video. I know it was complicated, do not remind me. I just tried explaining to you guys everything that's necessary that you guys need to know, because if you guys don't know it, you guys will have trouble with, everything. So yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Definitely stay tuned for episode 2, because guess what guys, that's when we start making the map and designing it and everything else, and that's gonna be more fun. I'm gonna show you guys how to put in spawners, risers, dogs, weapons, custom textures, custom sounds, everything. But custom weapons and sounds, those will come really late, because those are like extras pretty much, and those are going to be a little bit more complicated to do than the regular modding. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below if it did work. If it didn't work, tell me why and I'll help you guys out. Don't comment crap like, oh, you ruined my game, and then period. Like, that's not going to help you guys out. For sure your game's not going to be ruined from this. If it is for some dumb reason, just comment once again and I'll fix it for you guys, because so far I've had a shit ton of errors for this launcher. You're gonna run through so much errors, guys, it's not even gonna be funny. And if you guys do run through a lot of errors, contact me. There's one thing you could do on Skype. It's I'm not gonna go on Skype. It's unercover.com, UNERCOVER 322. It's pretty much Undercover 322, but without the D. Okay, so contact me on Skype or contact me on any other video and tell me what your problem is, or Google it. Or another best thing to do is go on a zombie modding site like ugxmods.com. Best thing to do. So thanks guys for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that subscribe button once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.